let's dive a little bit. Let's get a bit nerdy about political science for a second. So if you look at what the definition of a party is, they share a platform. They have to, they have to toe the party line, and they have a shared agenda, as well as the same branding and logos. So if you look at Students Count, first of all, it looks like they're operating only in certain neighborhoods. But if you look at their branding, they all have the same branding, the Students Count branding. They have that name, that umbrella. The next thing that we notice is that they have the same platform. So they're not telling you different platform per ward. So once they get on the CBE, they'll all vote together as a group, as a party, because they're being very clear about that.
Honestly, it started off as I was just a frustrated parent. I have 2 boys in the CBE system. My frustration started early on in their kindergarten years, and I found out about accommodation plan, so I started getting involved.
Obviously, you're running with Students Count. Why did you decide to do that as opposed to independent, as most candidates do?
Well, there's a few big reasons for that. One of them, I mean, there are 4 great people that I'm running with. We have a great sense of who we are and what we want to achieve. We've agreed on 5 major points, which is absolutely fantastic. But for me also, I'm not a politician. I've never been involved in politics. I'm not involved in political parties. I don't do any of that. So I didn't have any idea how to run or how to do anything like that. So it's fantastic actually to have this team. We can all work together. We're kind of helping each other out a little bit as well. So for me, it's so valuable.
And in terms of donors, where are you getting funding from?
I'm actually completely funded by individuals. I have no corporate donations, no union donations. It's all individuals that have donated to my campaign. All people that believe in me enough to go into their personal bank accounts and give me some money. So it's been absolutely fantastic.
And will you release your donors before Election Day?
We actually haven't discussed that too much as a group because they are all individual donors. I don't know if we're going to or not or yet, but that's something that we're definitely discussing for sure.
And we've been asked by our readers, in regards to Students Count, people have compared it to, a political party, said it's Jason Kenney's slate basically in civic politics.
We're not a Jason Kenney slate. Whoever started that rumor, it's laughable. It is absolutely laughable. We are 5 individual people that have come together. Students Count, I mean, that's all that it is. That is our name, that is our team name, that is just who we are. And we're functioning together because hopefully, all of us will get elected. And then we can actually move really quickly on some of these core values that we've already agreed on.
A trustee role is supposed to be a member of the community representing the children. And I fear that a lot of political influence is kind of seeping its way into this race, and I want to really make sure that we're keeping this nonpartisan and independent. I'm just really concerned about the level of organization and who is behind their organization. They have a lot of political ties who, are funding this kind of thing. Like we think that it's being funded by them. And why do we think that? Because we're seeing signs that are like 5 foot, 8 feet. When have you ever seen a sign that big in a school trustee race? Like, I remember in my old area, I saw some homemade signs. They were probably made by her kids, and that's what it's all about, community voice. And I think there's a lot of third parties that are trying to get their influence in, and I won't allow that to happen.